From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Annie, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kaylin Corsiato,
And I'm Alex McKenna.
and we're from Dill Dinkers Pickleball, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, have you played pickleball yet? I haven't. And now I might be a little bit beyond that. But good morning, Frederick. Today is Thursday, February 6th. I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Welcome to the show. If you're new here, I appreciate you joining in. Please comment. Let me know that you're here. Makes me feel good, like I'm talking to somebody. Just say good morning. I'd love to acknowledge that. If you have any announcements or fun stuff happening, any shout outs you want me to do, please comment that as well, and I'll try to get to it in the show. All right, let's talk about what is happening in today's show. Well, Bob Miller and Chris Michaels will be joining us from WFMD's Morning News Express on this icy Thursday. The dog went outside, and I was like, oh, goodness. Yeah, she was slipping and sliding all around, so please be careful out there. We're going to talk about a highlight of some of the events happening in Frederick, but we're going to give you the link to where you can go get all the information you need. And we're going to recap African Americans of Excellence. The exhibit kicked off last night at the Weinberg, and I'm going to show you the videos that were produced from some of our local videographers about Scott Ambush, Earl Robbins, and Gayon Sampson. It was a wonderful evening last night, bringing about unity with some great people in our community. And I was so honored to have been a part of it and helped to have put the event together along with Yemi, Kristen Wojin, and Tiffany Kowalski. It was really, really phenomenal. Don't forget when you stop into the home of everything Frederick. First of all, you can stop by and say hello to my daughter, Brody. She's helping us to run the store and get a little young vibe in there, which I love. We're going to be doing some fun events for some young people as well coming up. Can't wait for that. But when you stop by and you purchase Good Morning Frederick merch, your proceeds, the proceeds from all of my Good Morning Frederick merch goes to the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation for the month of February. That's a lot of alliteration. I like it. And that means when you buy a $25 t-shirt, $25 goes to the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Okay. So we want to help local organizations. I can do that more or better with your help. And so really wanted to help them. And we're going to have Tom Coe on the show. I got to get in touch with him. I want to say good morning to Mama Cone. She is up and about. And say hello to her. Hello, Robin. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us today. And of course, Tara Flannery. Yesterday, I was in the shop with Brody, getting her kind of acclimated to what's happening at 401 North Market Street. And Tara brought Franny, who was a surprise pup with two of their dogs. And my gosh, I really wanted to put her in my pocket and take her with me and walk out. You know, the bridesmaids video where she says 7, I took 7. Oh, I really could take 7 of them. My husband reminded me we need no more pets. So she's good to love on, though. I do think she should be a shop dog because puppy therapy, everyone could use some puppy therapy. Okay, let's go ahead and remind you, each show is a podcast. I know somebody went into the shop yesterday and said, "Hey, podcast hasn't been updated since like January 9th." I get it. I know I'm way behind. My focus this weekend is to catch everything up, everything, all the back videos on YouTube, all of our podcasts and everything else. So I promise Monday morning you will have everything you need. Good morning to my friend Shannon Flannery, the founder of Everything Frederick and More, and the home of Everything Frederick. And also, of course, your real estate goddess. Should you be looking to buy or sell a home, please reach out to Shannon. I need one more favor. I need help reaching our 3,000 watch hour goal by March 1st. Okay. We need just about 700 hours to tell YouTube we're a channel to send out to more people. That is one of their milestones we need to meet. So if you could, throw on YouTube, make a play. I have tons of playlists. You can just do fun things to do in Frederick or people of Frederick or whatever. Play the playlist, walk away, do your laundry. I don't know, clean the house, let it play on. But I need to get about 700 more hours to let YouTube know that we're cool and we got some good content. All right, let's go ahead and get this Thursday, one day closer to the weekend, started. So appreciate our show sponsor, Heart Home Solutions, your solution for all your home remodeling needs. Whether you need a basement refinish, new kitchen or bath, maybe even an addition, or maybe you're selling, you need things freshened up to get that top market value from your real estate agent, like Shannon. She might recommend that. Or if you just bought a fixer-upper to save some dough and you want to get a quote on some work, contact Heart Home Solutions. They can help you. Veteran owned and locally owned. HART, hearthomesolutions.com. Well, the gentlemen are in the studio. Let's go ahead and get started with WFMD's Morning News Express. We're doing our morning roundup. Well, happy icy Thursday to you both.
Am I
Well,
muted?
speaking of roundup, Danny rounded up her two favorite people, Bob and Chris. So there you go. Good morning.
I love your play on as many puns and words you can get. I love it.
I'm on a roll today. Actually, I this morning I sang the Sesame Street Iraq song, which might or might not have been a hit. So I might not have a job tomorrow. Actually, so we'll see about that.
It's a good feel hit of the of February.
I love it. I love it. I can't wait till that one comes out. We'll see how distribution does. We can get you national.
Well, in this PC world that we live in, I'm just hoping I don't get canned for that. So there we go.
You probably will, but that's okay. It's all we got your back.
I gotta get a new computer because I've been streamlining or streaming the Everything Frederick, Good Morning Frederick YouTube channel, and it's melting down. I've been playing it so long.
I appreciate. I know you're gonna get like frozen onto the screen. I know. Trust me. It doesn't sound like much. 700 hours. Like you just need 700 people to watch for an hour. But it doesn't ever equate to that, which is odd to me with YouTube. I do think they do some funny stuff with their recordings on those hours. But, we'll see what happens.
Do you get to that certain level? Because I know nothing about podcasts and stuff, and I know that's everybody's doing them. Other than I get to be part of this great podcast. But at that point, is that something then you'll get like a little extra monetization?
Yeah, so there's a few things you have to do to monetize YouTube. So right now on YouTube, when you go to my channel, you'll see ads, not within my show like I do, but you'll see ads. Well, YouTube is getting all that money. They are putting ads on my shows anyway, and they get the money for that. So I'd like to get the money for that so I can do more good with some of our nonprofits. Maybe what I'll do is say I'll donate all that money also to charity, but I'd like to get that money rather than them. So at 3,000 watch hours, I've hit 2 other milestones that I need to, which is posting a certain number of videos and accumulating a certain number of followers or subscribers. But the 3,000 watch hours is another big one. And so that once I hit that, then we're kind of on our way to do more good here in Frederick.
Okay. Well, if you really want that and you need the help, I am willing to help you out now, just to kind of.
You got to also dance, Bob. You got to do the whole Chippendale dance. Hey, Danny, the YouTube sounds like what TuneIn Radio is. So when I was a PD over at a music station, it used to drive me nuts because when people would listen to TuneIn Radio on listen to our station on TuneIn Radio, they'd have their own spots in between the song and during the song. So like it wasn't our spots, it was TuneIn spots if you don't pay for the premium. And it would drive me nuts because I would get emails or phone calls saying, hey, I'm listening to my favorite song, but you have a commercial during the song. What are you doing over there? And I'm trying to explain to them it's not us. That's why you got to download our app. It's TuneIn who has their own commercials during the song. And that always drove me nuts with TuneIn.
Yeah. I don't think they do that. I think they mostly right now run pre-roll. But anyway, it just, again, any income that I get from things like advertising and sponsorship, I just give it back. As much as I possibly can. I pay some of the bills here, but other than that, it really is to help more people. And really, once you hit those milestones, YouTube does then put your videos out to more people, which then helps again on that front. So anyway, yeah. But I appreciate you melting down your computer. And Bob, I really appreciate you going to the edge of the earth, just trying to help me with those
anything I can do to help, anything.
Maybe we should
hey, that comment that says, could you leave? That would help. That's just not very nice. Mom, stop it. Stop it, Mom.
Maybe we should do to help out with sales, maybe we should do a Men of WFMD calendar. How about that, huh? What do you think?
Let's do a photo shoot. We need to do a photo shoot of WFMD's Morning News Express.
Well, there's only 2 of us, but I mean, Frank Mitchell, Kevin McManus, Mike Banks, Tim May.
I think we could find 12 different poses to put you and Bob in for 12 months of the year. I think that would be a great fundraiser for Christmas Cash for Kids, to be honest. Maybe we ought to look at that.
What do you think, Bob? Our face every month, huh? Now you sound like one of those old Godzilla movies.
Look, I am going to say one thing. Nobody wants to see this. I'm telling you, nobody ever. I don't even like to look at this.
True.
So
your wife loves you. Meatball loves you. They would want to see.
I know. They know. The Meatball goes to my mother-in-law because she gives him little pieces of blueberry and strawberry and whatever she's eating, she sneaks it down. And Linda, of course, it's Linda. And, I'm like the afterthought. I'm the guy who walks the dog and has to drag him around the neighborhood. And he sits there and goes, I don't want to walk, but I'm like, you gotta walk. And it's like, dude, come on.
I gotta tell you, Danny, Meatball is living his best life. Yeah, you probably saw Meatball for the Christmas Cash for Kids after party. Meatball was hanging out at our table looking at that Dutch's daughter, which was on the table looking for those scraps.
I think that my dog would eat. We had a dog, we named him Logan, and we could put a bowl of food out, and he would eat it when he was hungry.
Yeah.
Meatball, I'm telling you, constantly eats. That's all he thinks about, eating and sleeping. There's a video I could send it to you. I don't know where it is, but it was when he was a puppy and how he got his name. Oh, there was a litter. I think there was 9 puppies, and my daughter, who was the owner of the puppies, sent us a video of the puppies all going after the food, but Meatball was in the middle of the plate, circling, eating the food, and all the other puppies are walking away. She goes, and there's old Meatball just circling the plate. And I'm like, goodness gracious. So he is very food orientated.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Meatball was hanging out in our WFMD studio, and after all that food, Meatball gets a little bit of gas.
Yes, he does. Yeah, I did get yeah, what do you call that? Yeah, we got
Flatulence.
sprayed. I had a little drive by from
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah. He did
Crop
the what is that?
dusting.
What is that?
Crop
He did what is
dusting.
that called? What is that
Crop
called?
dusting.
Crop dusting, right? And he doesn't really pass gas that much. He was like up there at Christmas Cash for Kids. Just wanted everybody to know what Frenchies were all about.
And let me tell you, that WFMD studio is not a huge studio, man. So smells linger and they stay in those walls. And the soundproof walls, just grab that smell and hold on to it.
That gives you a different version of a French kiss.
The essence of Meatball. Oh goodness. All right, Chris. Well, what is happening locally? Are all the schools closed today?
Wait, hold on a second. You expect me to transition from cute dogs and puppies to bad news? That simple?
It doesn't have to be bad news, Chris. You can give us good news. I mean, you might want to try that sometime.
I mean, you got to get. It's like going from a hard rock song to a slow song in music. You got to give me a little liner to transition to or something here. But I actually only have one. Actually, going back to the schools, Frederick County schools are currently closed. Same with Carroll County, Howard County schools are closed, but we care about Frederick County. The schools are closed. And getting into news, honestly, Danny, I really only have one updated news for today. It's kind of a biggie. Frederick doctor is facing serious charges after being indicted in a sexual assault investigation. Police arrested Dr. Saeed, and I'm sorry, Haq, H-A-Q-U-E, 64, after a Frederick County grand jury returned an indictment on multiple charges, including 2 counts of second-degree rape. Authorities say the charges stem from 2 separate incidents involving the same patient during medical visits in October 2024 and January 2025. The victim initially hesitated to report the first incident, but came forward after the second, alerting office staff and police. Now, you got to wonder, one person was brave enough to step up. Hopefully others, if something else did happen, will step up. So
terrible.
Taking a look at
drive in. Oh, Bob, we lost him. You had to drive in this morning from Carroll County. How are the roads?
This morning it wasn't bad when I came in. I mean, that was going back to like 4 o'clock in the morning. I drove in, so I don't know what it's like now, but it wasn't too bad when I drove in. However, when I woke up this morning, my car was frozen solid, and luckily, I had this cool ice scraper that we got during Christmas Cash for Kids. It's a glove with the ice scraper, and it keeps your hands nice and toasty warm. Now, I could have had 2, but one morning Mayor Bob Miller didn't give me his that he got.
It was a gift from Lisa Koblenz. Lisa was in my wedding. I'm not going to give you that.
He might need to scrape off love bugs off of his windshield, but not snow where he is.
Yeah, nobody knows what they love bugs are, man. They are just
payback. Yeah, I think that's a payback for keeping 2 of the Good Morning Frederick tumblers, and
Yes.
Eddie, when are you going to be on my side? I know you know Bob for 30 years, but come on here. Give me a break. All right. Getting into weather, as we said, right now, it's a nasty day out. So if you do not have to go out and about, sit home, relax, put on your smartphone, smart TV, whatever you have, and watch Good Morning Frederick with our friend Danny Gurry. And
for
stay
700
nice
hours. We'll have a watch marathon.
Just put it on a loop. Maybe we should do that at the movie theater across the street. We'll just do a watch marathon of Good Morning Frederick instead of movies. So But there you go. If you do have to go out and about, all on a serious note, please take it slow, be careful, be safe. And weather, cloudy with rain and freezing rain this morning, some icing possible. High of 45 tonight, low of 36, some clouds. Then take a look at tomorrow for your TGIF, generally sunny. So there you go. That's good. Despite a few afternoon clouds, tomorrow high of 46. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low of 26.
Ah.
All right. In sports, not a whole lot of sports yesterday. The Wizards were making some action. Jordan Poole scored 19 points to lead the Wizards to a 119-102 win over the Brooklyn Nets.
My
on
Brooklyn
Wednesday
Nets.
night, and had to do it short-handed because the Wizards on Wednesday traded forward Kyle Kuzma to the Milwaukee Bucks in exchange for Chris Middleton and a 2028, listen to that, 2028 first-round pick. A person with the knowledge towards the deal, ESPN first reported the trade. The Wizards also received guard Al Johnson, a first-round selection in last year's draft. In addition to the Wizards, they dealt Patrick Baldwin Jr. and a 2025 second-round pick. And then Hood College yesterday, they got off to a very slow start and got beat by Albright, 96-87. Caps back on the ice again tonight against the Flyers and at 7 p.m. And did you hear this? We played this earlier. This is kind of funny. It's not really. Of course, the Super Bowl is coming up this week. For those of you who care. And Travis Kelce, which one's married to Taylor Swift?
Travis.
Yeah. He was asked at Media Day, Travis, what do you like? Who do you love more? Do you love Taylor Swift or Phantom passing the roughing callers or roughing the passer callers? And Travis goes, that's a good question. Next.
He's playing it safe.
Oh, yeah.
Can I add one more sports headline to your sports, Bob, if you don't mind?
No, go right ahead.
The Washington Wizards have not been relevant since they were the Washington Bullets, and they had a 47-year-old Michael Jordan on their team. I'm just saying. I'm a little sour they beat my Brooklyn Nets, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, nobody cares about the Wizards.
Yeah, so they go.
Not a basketball fan.
No,
there you go.
I don't care. Nope.
No.
College basketball, that's where it's at.
Exactly.
The other game, no.
Yeah.
So instead of watching the Wizards, let me tell you what you do. You watch YouTube Good Morning Frederick. That is what you do. Because you ain't going to get nothing with the Wizards, but with Good Morning Frederick, not only do you get the beautiful Danny Gurry, but you get the less beautiful Bob and Chris.
Just for a small segment. And then all the good people come on.
Yeah.
Just all the real people come on.
Actually, if they go to my YouTube channel, the playlist Morning Roundup, they can just watch just our segments, the whole playlist, every time you guys have been on the show.
We don't want to drive away your viewers, Danny, so let's not announce that, okay?
Oh, gracious.
Better than the Pied Piper driving out the rats out of the city.
Well, I thank you guys so much for joining me each and every weekdays, Tuesdays to Fridays. So tomorrow we'll wrap up the week. Be safe out there if you have to go out. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Super Bowl predictions tomorrow.
Oh, yes. Yes, let's go with that. Let's go. Yes, think about what our Super Bowl predictions are going to be.
All right, and the over-under on Taylor Swift.
Free bets on DraftKings and FanDuel. So maybe I'll put some bets, and if I win any money, I will donate it to Christmas Cash for Kids. So come up with some good ones.
All right.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
Oh, boy. I love it. Love it. Yes. Why don't you, please, in the comments, that's a great idea. I have some free money on FanDuel and DraftKings. Email me, message me, or in the comments tomorrow. So start thinking about those parlays and bets that might win some money, and I will donate the winnings to Christmas Cash for Kids and the Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Actually, I probably need to donate it to Andrea's house because I was out for half the month. They didn't get a lot of reminders about buying the merch. So I'll split it between those three organizations for sure. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to go over the highlight of what's happening in Frederick. And we're going to recap African Americans of Excellence, the exhibit that kicked off last night at the Weinberg. We're going to watch the videos about Scott Ambush, Earl Robbins and Gayon Sampson, 3 of the 7 honorees we highlighted last night. All of that comes up right after this.
It's a new year, a new beginning. At Colonial Jewelers, our Legacy of Love jewelry restyling event is the perfect opportunity to refresh your jewelry box. Browse our large selection of settings and diamonds. Reset your ring, upgrade a diamond, or design a new custom ring. At Colonial Jewelers, Legacy of Love jewelry restyling event, February 6th through the 8th. The Colonial Jewelers box, there's just more in it.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
All right, let's find out what is happening in this great town. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Taquito in Hagerstown. Taco Bar is in West Point Plaza off Route 40, just at the top. I call it the top end as you're heading up towards 70. And that's in Frederick. And Taquito is at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. Taquito offers the same quality food, same value, but with a drive-through experience. So you never have to get out of your car. So if you're cruising down 70 or you're up in Hagerstown, stop by Taquito. I was there when they just opened. Delicious. I got the steak street tacos. Oh, so good. And of course, Taco Bar in West Point Plaza is wonderful because they get you your meats and then you go to the taco bar and you add in all your toppings that you want. Plus, it's beautiful inside. Okay, here are the highlights of what is happening. If you want to see all of the events, that event's calendar, go to promocircus.com, click on Everything Frederick Live, and then you'll see calendar of events. Or in the video you're watching right now, there should be a link in the description, a bit.ly, which is a short link, which will take you right to the calendar, which you can bookmark. That way you can look at it anytime you want as it gets updated daily. Thanks to my son, Cooper, lately, because I haven't been able to do too much. But there are tons of events that have come out that I will be, again, spending this weekend updating because so much is going on. I don't want you to miss anything. All right, this weekend, February 8th, it is the Bootleggers Ball at Union Mills Public House. That is a benefit for Celebrate Frederick. It is a costumed affair, speakeasy, and it's going to be a great event. Get your tickets now. Have some fun on Saturday night. They've got a lot of great stuff. You're going to get some food, and I believe a drink ticket. And it's a cash bar. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Supports a great organization, Celebrate Frederick, which is a nonprofit that puts on all of these huge events we love, like 4th of July in Baker Park, in the streets. They do the garden tours. They do Summerfest Family Theater. They do concerts in the park. Tons of great stuff. They can't do it without our support. And if you go to an event like this, it is helping to have them do more for us. Also, on Saturday evening, it is Kicking Up a Cure, 7 to midnight. That's at the Legion on Taney Avenue. That benefits St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And you can get tickets at WFRE.com. I'm not sure. I believe tickets will be available at the door. But if you secure your tickets before you go, I believe it's $30, includes food. And yeah, I think that's going to be a great evening as well. Okay, I need you to buy your Valentines for Adam. Okay, I need you to drop them off today through Sunday at 401 North Market Street. Brody made a really cute box that says Valentine's for Adam. We're going to drop them in there, and I'm going to take them to him next week. And hopefully he is working. I'm going to try to find out when he's working and we can get his reaction. But I would love to make his day because he made a comment when I was purchasing all my Valentine cards. And he said, "Oh, that would be really nice to receive some Valentines." So we're going to do it for him. So I need you to drop off. Go pick up a few little things. You don't have to spend a lot. You can buy a card, maybe put a scratch off inside. I did that in some of mine. So, yeah, maybe you can do that too. But I really would love to surprise him. He was a very, very nice young man. And he had a smile on his face. And in retail, that's not easy, I know. All right, February 13th, join me at the Women's Giving Circle Galentine's Party. That is at McClintock Distilling, 6 to 9. It's a free event to attend. You don't need to buy tickets. It is not a fundraiser per se. However, when you purchase drinks from the cash bar or when you purchase food from traditional authentic Mexican, a portion of the sales will be donated back to the Women's Giving Circle. But at the forefront, this event is a social event. It is for the ladies. I think it is. Yeah, it is just a ladies only thing because even though, which I did not know, that gentlemen can also join the Women's Giving Circle. This event is for the ladies. So grab your girlfriends, your mom, your sisters, your aunts, whatever, and come on out to the Galentine's Party, 6 to 9 p.m. Get there early because there are some goodie bags, but they are limited in number. Okay. And for Valentine's Day, I don't know if there are any tickets left, actually. I should have checked before I jump on because I saw a lot of people saying they were booking their tickets. There were tickets when we talked with Amanda on Monday for 5 o'clock and 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. were still available. Now, it's only a 45-minute tour, so even though Valentine's Day is on a weeknight, 7:30, you're going to finish by 8:15. You start and finish at Benstown. And if you want to have dinner, for the 7:30 do dinner, excuse me, earlier. But or you maybe just have some drinks and dessert after. They're only doing 12 couples per tour, so no matter the weather, no matter the weather, you're going to be nice and warm and toasty on the bottom level of the bus, and you can head up to the top level for some great photo ops. Also, on the 14th, you can get your tickets there at MarylandDoubleDeckers.com. I don't know what I'm choking on, but excuse me. There you go. All right. On the 14th, it is the deadline for juniors and seniors in high school to reach out and say that they want to participate in the Rotary 4-Way Test Speech Contest. There are cash prizes. Dang it. I thought I did not save the catch. They've upped the catch. I think it's like $650 for the first place. And I think maybe $400 for fourth place or third place. So anyway, if you're and I don't believe I don't know if it has to be used for school or college or whatever. But anyway, your kids can win cash. If they're juniors and seniors in high school, have them email tedluck@comcast.net to say, yes, I want to participate, and then they'll get you all the details on that. Great opportunity for kids, and Rotary is an amazing organization. February 14th to 17th, it is the Winter Grief Retreat at Thorpewood presented by the Umbrella Project. If you or you know of somebody dealing with grief, this could be a great weekend for you to refocus, recharge, and kind of help you get through that process. February 15th, it is the Hyperlocal Brew Fest at the Frederick Fairgrounds. I'm going to be out there. Hopefully you will be too. Guys in Thin Ties are going to be headlining, and I did see a lot of questions about what time that is happening. I'm going to guess it's obviously towards the end of the day since they're the headliners. So I would say probably 5 o'clock, maybe. So if you want to see them, that's about the time I would head out there. But there will be other entertainment throughout the afternoon. It is a really fun event. You get to taste beers from lots of different or try beers from lots of different breweries, and Midnight Run, Rack, Old Mother, Monocacy, and of course Rockwell. February 20th, Critters on the Catwalk at Warehouse Cinemas is a fundraiser for friends of our Frederick County Animal Shelter. And we're going to get more details about that and how that works. March 5th, All right. We did the African Americans of Excellence exhibit kickoff last night, which we're going to talk more about right after this. But there is an auction of all the artwork and photography that was done for that exhibit. And that money that is raised from that auction is going to be split amongst a bunch of local or charity organizations picked by our honorees. And then let's see, March 5th through 19th, it is the Unity Campaign with United Way, fundraising for 37 of our local nonprofits. March 15th, it is the Retro Prom, 20th annual that benefits the Met. That's a lot of fun if you want to get dressed up and go out. And we are going to be talking with Rona. I have an interview with her today. We will put that on probably Monday, and to more information about that great event. And March 15th and 16th, it's the 50th annual Home and Garden Show. If you need ideas about things to do for your home, that would be a great one. Okay, let's shift right now, and we'll talk about people of Frederick. People of Frederick is sponsored by Antietam World Travel Service. Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. They have an extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, and you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com right now. Get started on that dream vacation. This video debuted last night. It is a video produced by Malcolm Brown and features Scott Ambush, one of our most talented local musicians. Here it is.
Music is that it is a thread through all our lives. You know, it impacts us in so many ways. And we tend to take it for granted, but those times when you break up with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you lose someone, there's always music that touches on those emotions, you know. I think all of us can look back at a particular moment in our life and attach a song to it, attach music to it. I know I can. You know, it was gospel in my youth. My mom was a gospel singer, and she, with her mom and sisters, toured around the South. And when she married my dad and moved to Frederick, she became a part of the church community here. A lot of the gospel singers that she listened to were also secular musicians. They also did pop and R&B music. So Al Green has always been one of my favorite artists, Curtis Mayfield. I started playing bass when I was 12. And really the reason why I started playing was that my friends in the neighborhood started a little band. I always like to mention their names because without them, I'm not sure I would have been a musician, but Brian and Kenny Parker and my cousin Tommy Only. And I wanted to play drums, but Tommy already had a set of drums. So the only thing missing was bass. So I became a bass player. We played rock and roll. And then my uncle, Harry, introduced me to more of R&B. My cousin Alan introduced me to jazz and jazz fusion. So all that stuff together, it really makes me who I am. So I joined Spyro Gyra in 1992. I got called for the audition. I went to New York and fortunately got the gig. Been able to tour virtually every state, more than 70 countries. So it's been a life that I had no idea would happen when I started playing at 12 years old in the Parker's garage. Music has given me a great life and great experiences. It's the soundtrack of our lives. It sounds like a cliche because it is a cliche, but cliches are often cliches for good reason. I mean, ask any Swiftie. So.
I mean, he is the sweetest, greatest man. Really, really enjoyed chatting with him last night, and so proud to call him from Frederick, Scott Ambush. And we will be doing more with him coming up soon. But yeah, really, really amazing job by Malcolm Brown on that. Okay, one more quick break. Then we're going to come back with the video about Earl Robbins and Gayon Sampson, two more of the 7 honorees that were highlighted last evening. All coming up right after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art Splatter Room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they are located right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding. They can also replace windows, fix your gutters, and build you a new patio or deck. All you have to do is call Sandra, 301-703-2157, or you can email her, info@ansconstruction.net. You can, of course, also visit them online, ansconstruction.net. Remember, because you watch Good Morning Frederick, you can get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. Let's talk about who is doing good in our neighborhood. Doing Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Intense Barbecue, family-owned barbecue, food truck, and catering company, cooking in small batches to ensure the food is as fresh as it can be. You can find them at intensebarbecue.com. When you have their food, you will satisfy your meat tooth. I promise. I promise you that. I have no idea. I'm going to have to look at my list. I'm trying to look at it while I was doing this. Let me just see if I might be able to do this while I'm doing that. Nope, no way. But anyway, as I said last evening, we actually highlighted 7. I'm not looking at my other screen. My apologies. Okay, let me see what that says. One sec. Oh, Kevin Brooks. There we go. Okay, I needed to see who produced this video. We highlighted 7 of our local African-American community members. The next one, Earl Robbins. I also interviewed him, but I didn't do nearly as good of a job on the video. This video about Earl Robbins was produced by Kevin Brooks. Enjoy.
One of the assistant principals, who was my fraternity brother, called me and said, Earl, a lot of these young men just kind of off the chart. We need to see what we can do to kind of bring them in, channel their energy for something positive. And so we talked about, let's try something like a necktie club. We did it as a part of my fraternity, which is Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And then the school would allow us to have the time to come into the classroom, provide a place for us to meet, and allow the students to come. So that's where the process started from. And like I said, that was back in 1995, so we're getting close to 30 years of being at Frederick High School. If you're in the necktie club, you should know how to tie a necktie. Teach them how to dress for success. Teach them how to run a meeting using Robert's Rule of Order. Bring in motivational speakers, continue to grow their education by taking them on to visit college, taking them to college campuses.
He elevated us to that next level. When you came to school and you had on that red and white striped tie, it set you apart.
We try to get the clubs to do at least one service project. I know that the Urbana Club has gone to the food kitchen to serve food at the food kitchen and then clean up there. The Necktie Club has definitely been involved within the community. Our travels were always educational motivated, encouraging them to want to go to college. Walk on a college campus. If you haven't been on one before, maybe you might not have had an opportunity before. So we made sure that they had an opportunity to do that.
He cared deeply about us as individuals, and so to have that type of person in your life at that young of age, I couldn't think of anybody better to serve as the leader, as the visionary for the Necktie Club other than Earl Robbins.
We recognized the senior scholars, draped them with their Pentecost at their program. And we were sending a message to the middle school students. If you continue to work hard, your goal should be to be a senior scholar so that you can get one of these Pentecosts. A number of times I had parents who would come to me and say, I hope y'all are still giving out those Pentecosts because my daughter, who saw her sister or brother get a Pentecost, is working hard because she wants to get a Pentecost too. So,
all of his focus was how can we make our African-American students successful?
Being there himself, being present there himself, I think was a big factor in the success, long-term success of the program.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great, great man, Earl Robbins. So fun to meet him and hear about his impact on our community and impacting other young people. All right, finally, it is the video produced by 88 Visual of Gayon Sampson. Enjoy.
What pulled me into wanting to get into government and politics outside of my love for helping people, it was my mom. When I was in 3rd grade, I got really into the civil rights movement and politics and government. And at South Frederick, they had these old books, and one of the books was a president's book. And in the book, it talked about Lyndon Baines Johnson, about what he did in the Great Society. And I remember reading that and started to understand that the activism of Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Fannie Lou Hamer, those Shirley Chisholm, all these folks who were doing this work. And 3rd grade, I had a teacher who told my mom, she said that he needs to read something that's a little bit more realistic for him. Becoming president is not a realistic goal. And my mom was like, nah. So she went and bought every single presidential book or anything you could think of that had something to do with presidents. And it really helped me find a passion and love for it. My mother poured that into me, is that you can't allow someone to tell you what you cannot do. So you have to do it yourself. And so that's really started my thought process into what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, which is to really help people. But I want to help people through the realms of the government and its structure that's in place today. My inspiration and values of who I am comes from my family. My family has lived here a very long time. My mom, when she was young, she told me about when she was a kid, the Klan came up Market Street. And so her entire family got together because they were afraid. I mean, at a point in time, Black people weren't allowed to either walk into this building, so it's unique and exhilarating for where we came from, because at some point we couldn't be a part of any of this. My great-grandfather told me that when he was younger, right, he couldn't even walk in the front door of this building. He had to walk around back. But today, I get to work with the director of Parks and Recreation to make sure that not only Monex Park, but Bakers Park is really great for our residents and our visitors. And more than all those things, I get to walk through the same doors every day that my great-grandfather was allowed to do the things I'm able to do, and I get to do those every single day. Creating space is important to me because I think about the fact that space was created for me, and that is how I was able to thrive. No one put me in a box at a young age and was like, you gotta be this, you gotta be that. My mom just let me just be whoever I wanted to be. It helped me understand what I wanted to do. But in addition to her, it was other people who helped create space for me. My teachers, mentors of mine, supervisors of mine, they allowed to create this space for me, allowed me to be who I wanted to be. And I think after having that space created for me, I was like, I owe it to create space for other people, because if the space wasn't created for me, I don't know if I'd be here talking to you all today, right? And particularly, in a community that my family is from, right? Like 200 years of my family is in this ground. And so why would I not continue to create space for individuals where people who look like me, who related to me, did not have space created for them? There is no reason for me not to do it, particularly with all the things I have access today that 2 generations or 3 generations ago, they did not have access to these things, right? And so that's why it's like really important to me to do for other people.
So powerful. Once again, we want to congratulate all the honorees from last night. That was 3. We're going to get to the rest of them because I tell you, we got some power women on that honoree selection. We will do that tomorrow. And tomorrow, I'm going to highlight and premiere the video Sam Nunez created to help students become paid commission artists. Yemi held a, it's called Portraits with Purpose. It is an educational program that is available free. If you go to the aaoefrederick.org, starting next week, there are lesson plans and just step-by-step things students can do to become commissioned artists. It's very, very cool. This is a really great program. So proud to be a part of it. So all of that is coming over the next few days, and we invite you to join us on March 5th at the reception at Warehouse Cinemas. All right, tune in tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. or please watch anytime on YouTube. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. We still love subscribers, but we would love those watch hours even more. Get out there if you have to be out. Be careful. Let's be great